So you would add your interest in. So you're at 12,795, and then bring in your 4,000 in again. Let's see where you are in month 2 here. So 87.95, 87.93.70. Oh, okay. You're going to do better than I was thinking. Okay.
So Christy, the 3272
Uh huh.
in expenses,
Yeah.
that's that's taking that amount out to pay the US bank? Is that what the
Yes.
3272? Okay.
Yeah, that's with everything that you have to pay outside of this line of credit. So that's your living expenses and your credit card payments.
Okay.
Now,
Cuz like I said, I'm putting the other living expenses on the Chase card.
right.
That's what I'm using on that one.
Oh, okay, but you still have to pay the Chase card out of here.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
it all revolves out of this account. So it looks like that your cash flow, even after your interest, is 575. Yes, you should be able to grab by July. You should get really close to being able to grab that U.S. Bank card and pay that off and put it
Okay.
in here then. So because your numbers are looking really good, this is 2 months I'm showing here. And I figured getting to July, you should have about an extra 1,000 in this account after paying off that credit card. So you should be fine in picking that up by July.
Okay.
Then you're
Now,
go ahead.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I just going to say then you're just going to keep working that down.
Okay. Now, with the limit being 15,000,
Uh huh.
how close do you think I should go to the limit?
Well, to grab to grab US Bank, go as high as you need to go in it because you've
Mhm.
got to stop that interest from hitting on that 0%. But you have your other credit cards to use in the event that you have something that comes up, like your car repair or something. So you
Mhm.
keep your other credit cards open because you need the lines of credit. But it won't take you, but by the end of December, when you bring in the US Bank's credit card into this line, by the end of December you're already going to have everything paid back down 4,000 more dollars. So you're going to be able to grab additional, like whatever else is 0% getting ready to pay off or something. I would
Mhm.
let the 0% run all the way to the promotion date
Okay.
because you're going to have no interest there and you're going to be paying off the other things that have interest. Then you can pick up the 0% and work on
Okay.
them.
Okay.
I hope that makes sense. But you look really good. I mean, it looks like you've got really good organization on what you're doing. You've got your tithing in there. You've even got savings figured in there. If you were to cut back on if you were to get frugal on your expenses as well while you're doing this is only going to help you to pay that off faster as well. So, I mean, you look like you're doing great. And you have plenty of credit. I love the way you have all the credit cards that does nothing but help build your credit score. You want to keep them active, so like every month on one, just charge some gas and then pay it off. Just as long as they see you're using it about every
Mhm.
3 months, they usually don't cut them off. Okay. What other
Okay.
questions do you have?
So, so with the other cards, while I'm making the big chunks on the US Bank, should I just make the minimum payments on the
Yes.
others?
Yeah. Now you said you were using which one are you using for expenses? The Chase?
The Chase, yes.
Okay. Yes, just keep doing that, but keep making minimum payments on everything else because you want everything to be going into this line right now to get it down because you're going to be picking up those very soon.
Okay.
Okay? You just focus on working on the interest bearing things as you can get to them, but make minimums on everything just to leave all the cash flow sitting in here.
Okay. Cause that the FNBO card,
Hmm.
you see that high interest rate on there.
Yeah. I get
And
it. That needs to be like after you get your US Bank into this,
mhm,
and you, like I said, by December, you should be able to have grabbed 4,000 of FNBO.
mhm.
So you're going to start paying that off as well.
Okay.
But you got to focus on first things first, just because you really need to get those 0% cleared up before that promotion ends. The reason I say that is sometimes they'll take, like, if you've had it for 15 months and you don't have it completely paid off by the time it's due,
Mhm.
they'll back charge all of that
Right,
interest. So you got to be
right.
careful with those credit cards.
Yeah.
And like I said, now, if you go get a 0% today and transfer the FNBO into it and stop
Mhm.
the interest, okay? That'll give you another 12 to 15 months to focus on your interest bearing debt and get all that paid down. If you were to get a $10,000 approval on a 0%, say, you could grab the 5,000 FNBO and 3,000 of the US Bank, and then grab the remaining of the US Bank when you get there.
Mhm.
So you can beat everything, and you can beat the interest as well.
Okay. Because I just wonder because my score had been dropping lately because we were doing a lot of renovations, and
Hmm.
so that's why I was opening all of these extra accounts, and
Hmm.
why my balances are so large, and so my score dropped a lot with all of the, I guess, the debt to income or
Right.
income debt ratio,
Hmm.
and then by having so much credit. So, because I know the last credit card that I got, they only gave me like $1,000.
Okay.
So that was a concern. I've gotten a couple of offers in the mail for 0%, but I didn't apply yet because I
Right.
was like, are they just gonna offer me 1,000?
Yeah,
Since the
maybe
score dropped so much.
it would probably be a good thing then for you to wait until this promotion's getting ready to end on the 0%.
Hmm.
So about June, maybe you should try for the 0%,
Okay.
and let your credit rest a couple of months. And you're going to be lowering this balance, so that's going to increase your credit score as well. But you look like that you don't have a hard case at all, not compared to what I've seen. Yeah, so your numbers just look good.
Okay. I guess because I'm really antsy about that FNBO card. But yeah, like you said,
Right.
first things first.
Yeah. Yeah, and like I said, that's not no more interest than you're going to be paying on that, because if you're at, let me just see what you're paying. You're paying about $100 a month interest. You're not getting slammed too bad, although everything you're paying them right now is going to interest. But here in just a couple of months, like I said, when you see if you can get the 0%, you could wipe that out. So
Okay.
that's not going to be a real big problem for you. You just kind of got to work your way there. Another thing is if you could pick up 1,000 here and there. You don't have to
Mhm.
wait to pick up the whole 5,000. You could pick up when you see, you just regulate kind of what's going on here, look at how it's doing, and then decide, okay, I'm going to pick up 500 of that this month. The more, like, if you pick 500 up a month of the FNBO, you're
Mhm.
eliminating that monthly payment, or you're satisfying it too. So that just
Okay.
turns into cash flow as well.
Okay.
So you could win with that, just paying a certain amount on it every month to help get it paid off faster.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. But I think that you're doing fine. I mean, your numbers, I mean, I'm looking at them, and you don't have real hard situation at all. I think
Okay.
you've handled everything pretty well, actually.
Well, I've been watching so many of your videos, so
Okay. Well,
so I've been watching them over and over, trying to make sure, to try to really grasp it.
so I'm looking, and I just don't see any other, we can really give you ideas on, because you're doing so well. But if you think up anything that we didn't talk about, feel free to, send me an email, and I'll be glad to answer any questions that you do have.
Okay.
It just looks like you're doing really, really good. I mean, I'm pretty impressed. You've got the line of credit. That's always going to be your friend.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye bye.
Okay. Bye bye.